Good morning, everyone. Good morning, everyone. This is Miss Esther. Hi. So today we've only got 1 hour, and let's see what we can do. So I think 1 hour is actually only enough for part A. So how about we do some more practices for part A, and also I will leave like 15 minutes for Q&A. Do you think that makes sense, or do you think 15 minutes is enough? Please let me know in the chat box. Paper 3. Paper 3 listening. Ouch. Sorry. Sorry, something wrong with my... All right, now let's check the answers for part A. Okay, you've done task 3 and task 4 last time, so I guess by comparing, you might think part A, task 1 is quite easy. Can you see the screen that I'm sharing? Oh. What about now? Okay. Okay, because the Zoom website is different than the last lesson I had from Karina, so I don't know what's wrong with the sharing. 1 second, please. Okay. What about now? Can you see the screen? Okay, great. Okay, unfortunately, this time I cannot see the chat box messages from you and also showing the marking scheme at the same time like last time because the Zoom website, the Zoom web is different. So I will give you like 4 minutes for checking the answer, and then I will go back to the chat box to answer all of your questions at once. Okay. All right, I guess you guys have finished checking the answers, and now I'll go back to your questions. Oh, only one question. 5. Helicopter. Let's see. 5. Yes. Yes, helicopter can do because as I said last time, the words in the brackets are optional. If you got it, then you will get a mark. If you don't got it, you can get a mark as well, as long as you've got the question, as long as you've got the words outside of the brackets. Okay. Oh, but you didn't write down right? You didn't have the word All right, I need to go back to the paper to have a look whether the sentence requires the article Question 5. Okay, the question asks, what type of aircraft does she fly? Helicopter. I think helicopter is correct. It's all right. Yeah, because it's not in the sentence. And then the next question. The noise of helicopter is powerful. Hmm. 6. The noise. You will get the mark for simply the noise of helicopter. But as I listened to the audio as well, the person didn't say because the helicopter's noise is powerful. I think he didn't mention the word powerful, didn't he? Okay, so I think it's better you don't make your own adjectives to describe the things. You don't use your own words. You only write down whatever the characters in the audio said. For example, as I remember, one of the characters said, I like helicopters because of the sound, do something like that. He mimic the sound of helicopters, and then the other person was like, what? Yeah, so his mimic or his making of the noise of helicopter didn't show that helicopter's noise powerful. So don't be optional, okay? Don't be objective, okay? Don't be too objective because this is not something optional, okay? You only write down whatever according to the character said, okay? All right, no more questions. Then we'll move on to part A, task 2. All right. Really? Oh, you see? Something like that. Something like that. It didn't say, oh, really? The noise didn't show anything about the word powerful. So don't make your own choices. Don't make your own decision to write down something that is out of the audio, okay? Okay, that's the end of task 2. We'll check the answer after 30 minutes because it didn't play the music for you. 30 seconds, sorry. It didn't play the music for you to check and tidy up your answers. right, let's check the answers now. Okay, I'll leave you to check the answers, and then we will see your questions after 4 minutes. Okay, now I'll go back to the chat box to see what your questions. Okay, in the bedroom for question 1. In the bedroom. Okay, in the bedroom. In his bedroom. Okay, if I were the marker, I will give you the mark, but in case, I suggest you to be more specific next time and in the future practices, because as you said, in the bedroom, for someone like me who actually didn't really spend time listening to the audio or don't know what the story is about, I don't know what bedroom you're mentioning about, because whenever you use the word the, you expect the other people know what you're talking about. You expect the other people know which one you're referring to. So you have to pretend that your marker doesn't know anything about the audio, even if he or she actually sat down listening to the story with you together. You have to expect that your audience or the marker doesn't know anything. So be more specific in whatever tasks. Okay. And then 17 fun. 17 fun. Fun to watch. Fun. Okay. Okay. Same thing. Be more specific. Fun for what? Fun to watch. Okay. Any other questions? Okay, if no questions, we will do one more task and then we move on to our Q&A section. Okay. Ooh. All right, now let's check the answers. Okay, task 3. Okay, I'll see the chat box after 1 minute. Let me know if that's not enough time for you. All right, now I'll see your questions. 28 TV news. Okay, TV news will do. Opening the gifts. Okay, it will do. Cat's behavior is less predictable. It's less behaviorable. Yes, that will do. Creating positive feelings to viewers. Yeah, I think that will do, because your answer has the same meaning as the marking schemes. All right, it's only 10 minutes left, so we'll stop all the talks. Okay, have you guys got any questions for me about anything. Can be about DSE, or it can be about your teaching in Hong Kong, or it can be anything. You can send me a message in the chat box, or you can turn on your mic and ask me in English or 普通话, as you like. I'll be happy to answer all your questions. How to train the data file, that part. Okay, so for me, I personally think the hardest part for the data file is about time management, because you have to spare time to read through all the parts, all the passages in the 78 pages, and you need to hurry up writing, creating your own language, of course in English, and to familiarize all the formats for writing, as well as the tone, the attitude, the audience, everything. So I think the best thing to do is to set the timer for yourself all the time, and also restrict yourself from doing all the parts in time, and leave yourself couple of minutes to check the answers. And also after your writing, check your own answers in the marking scheme, because each marking scheme, although it doesn't show you how your paragraphs should be, it doesn't show you long writing, it doesn't show you long paragraphs of how you should have done it, because there's no exact correct answer for your writings, but there are exact correct answers for what your writings should include in each of the tasks. So make sure that each part of your writing include what the marking scheme shows. And the other thing is, find a trusted person to check your writing for you, because you can only rate whether your content follows what the marking scheme shows, but you cannot easily mark your own language, organization, and things like that. So you better to find a teacher, maybe your university teacher, or find a tutor or anyone who is very familiar with the DSE content to mark your writing for you. I think that's the best way to train the data file part. Okay. Any questions? You're very welcome. Any questions? You can ask me questions about your future teachings in Hong Kong, or anything related. All right, I'll wait for 2 more minutes until 9:25. If no one asks me any questions, we can end the lesson 5 minutes earlier.请问有没有教学资料相关的网站可以协助备课？你可以在一个网站叫 DSEPP 里面找 past papers， 就是 DSE 的 past paper， 里面有所有，也不是说所有年份，大多数年份的那个 question answer book、marking scheme、audio， 还有就几乎你希望有的东西应该都会有，但是协助备课的话，你可以在 YouTube 上面找，因为我自己暂时没有听过说 哪一个网站是可以协助老师备课的。对，现在内地生去香港做老师有竞争力吗？学校是不是杀校很多，老师需求量不高了？杀校的话，其实说多也不是说很多，毕竟很多很多内地的学生近年来都会来香港读书，所以说杀校说多也不是说很多，但是一般杀的都是那种，就是比如说在一些很偏远的地方啊，或者是那些屋村里面的那些学校。就是很少学生在里面读书的学校，这也不是说很多，就可能一年最多几个吧。以我所知，就不会说一下子杀几十个学校这样子。然后香港人，你内地生去香港，你主要的竞争者就是香港的本地人，因为其实教英文的话，首先香港的人他们确实是。可能确实是比你们会优势一点，因为首先他们考过 DSE，他们不管是做小学还是中学的老师，因为他们曾经在香港读书，他们知道那个 syllabus 是怎么样，所以说你们来香港做老师确实是有一点竞争力的，然后那个竞争力的竞争对手是香港本地人，所以你们就是看看怎么样可以武装自己，就是和香港本地人知道的差不多，就比如说那个到时候有面试官问你，就说啊，你凭什么觉得你可以在香港能做到老师？如果你说啊，因为你十分熟悉香港的教育制度，你十分熟悉香港的什么什么什么，那你可能就比较有优势。你要做到的就是给学校或者是给学生家长、给学生，觉得你和一个香港的本地老师的认知是差不多的。然后，it will be quite hard for teachers to assess students' listening homework. I mean the workload. Listening homework. Listen, yes, the workload is quite big in whatever areas. 内地生去香港读书，一般是在本地学校还是国际学校？有钱的当然会去国际学校，家庭条件一般的当然是去本地学校，因为国际学校在香港确实挺贵的。就是我平时也是做补习和教育行业的，然后我的学生一半是来自国际学校，一半是来自本地学校，就是他们都是新移民嘛，就是主要是看那些家长的经济条件，还有他们希望自己的小孩未来前途怎么样。就是一般如果在国际学校读书的，一般情况下，他们都是 expect 大学的时候就去外国读书的。对，就是他们的后路是打算这样子走。PPT 模板的网站，我自己是用 Canva。你有听过 Canva 这个 app 吗？Canva 就是对，我为什么用它，是因为里面的那些公仔啊，里面的那一些图案比较多，然后做起来也比较方便。One more minute，还有其他问题吗？Thank you for your flowers. Okay, it's 9:30 a.m. now, so we can end the class now. Thank you everyone for participating in my class. It's my honor to see your progress in listening. Okay, so bye bye. Bye bye.